going to move that. In this second week of January, with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting, please. Right, the Nine of Wands reversed. Now, some reversals are good, and this is one of them. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, someone who's continuing to fight despite every challenge thrown at them. They get into, like, the point where they've taken as much as they can handle. Like, if it were 10 of Wands, that would be the end of the cycle. So there's been a lot of challenges. When it's reversed, we're dropping the burdens. So if you're hiking up a big hill, carrying like loads of bags, and no one's really asked you to do it, but you know, you're picking them all up, putting them on your shoulder, and like you've been doing it for so long that you're kind of forgotten, you know, that you don't need to do that for everyone. It's suddenly going, what am I doing? And dropping everything down. Like, just drop all the bags, let all the weight go. Okay, so it's putting yourself first. The Judgment, a call to action. How sick is that card? Spirit's asking you to take action, okay? Looks like you've done it. The Moon reversed. Right, the challenge. The challenge is about the next phase of your life, the next chapter with someone. That came in the challenge, okay, the Ace of Wands. You got the Moon reversed, so this is major for Pisces. The Moon card is, in the story of the Major Arcana, it's the point where the Fool realises that he must not be afraid, okay? He must walk forwards anyway, even though he's afraid of the dark, even though he doesn't know what's to come. It's important to walk forwards anyway. So I think the challenge with this new phase is that you don't know what's coming. Or if you change how you're being with someone, are they going to like it or are they going to do one? You're being asked to drop the burdens and embrace a new way of being, and embrace a new way of going, you know, a new way of talking, communicating, sharing your feelings, sharing, you know, how you respond to certain people is going to be different going forward, and you mustn't be afraid of that, okay? You must do it anyway. An example, if you like, what on earth does that mean, is like, if someone keeps giving you overtime and it's always you, or, you know, because they just know, like, we're not really going to say anything, or if someone's asking you to go part-time but expecting you to do a full-time amount of work, or if someone isn't pulling their weight around the house and you both work and they expect you to do everything around the house, or if someone kind of like, you know, verbally like isn't very nice with the things that they say to you, but they just expect you to like be okay with it. You're being asked to, you know, move differently going forwards. Okay, change change the way that you respond to things and nip stuff in the bud, okay? Drop those burdens because someone's causing you to get really resentful and really fed up, and you're being called to be more assertive and respond in a way that nips it in the bud. You question why someone's just said that to you and make it uncomfortable for a few seconds. You know, throw them off the game. Right, your person has got the strength major for Leo. So they're needing to be brave about something. They could have fire in their chart, they don't have to. They could be a Leo, they don't have to be. They're showing up very fiery. Right, in the challenge, they've got the Temperance. So major for Sagittarius. We've got the major for Leo and the major for Sagittarius here. So they could be a Leo or a Sagittarius. They don't have to be. This person, their challenge is tempering their emotions. They might be arrogant because, I'm not going to lie, Leos are overconfident people and they can be arrogant and they can step on toes quite frequently. Fire when it spills over and competition, you know, being overly competitive or hot-headed, saying stuff without thinking. A lot of people will stop themselves from saying something hurtful, but fire signs may not. And Temperance is all about managing your emotions, and this person struggles with that. So they may be quite vindictive. If they feel like someone's hurt their feelings, they could be very spiteful. Or if they feel that they're being challenged by someone, they could feel very spiteful and be very spiteful. I wouldn't look upon those cards as negative if Temperance wasn't in the challenge position. And if you didn't have quite, you know, cards where it's like you're being called to act differently going forwards and enter a new phase and drop the burdens, that's what's sending me in quite a negative kind of direction, like in defense of you, really. Fire signs are not the easiest. They can be great when they're happy with things, but they can choose to be awful. So very competitive, very goal orientated. Page of Cups reversed. Somebody doesn't want to apologise. I feel like this is following on from your last reading that I did for you, Gemini, where someone was like walking all over your feelings and they thought that they would just get away with it again and again and again and again because you love them. And this is a love reading, so it has to be a partner. I'm not the kind of reader that's going to say, oh, it could be a boss or it could be a sibling. It's a love reading. It's a romance reading, so it's the one you're thinking about, whoever you're dealing with. What are the 3 cards for the outcome for the 2nd week of January? Right, I'm going to take those as in the challenge position. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. We've got a crossroads. And an ace. You've got the Ace of Wands and now you've got the Ace of Pentacles. You've got a choice whether you want to invest in this person or not. You don't have to. And they've got a choice whether they apologise or not. Because if this is their energy, they clearly think that some of these cups contain good things and some of them contain bad things, and they've got different options and they've got loads to offer. But what they should be doing is making sure that you're always okay. They need addressing down, this person, honestly. It's quite annoying that. Why have they got so much fire and so much competitive energy? And, you know, Leo strength, like bravado. Temperance is the archer, someone who's constantly on, like, adventure. Like, can't be contained. You know, Leo's like, I'm the boss. I'm the apex, like... What other cards have you got for the outcome for the second week of January, please? 2 more. The Tower. Oh my god, there's so many towers coming out. There's so many towers coming out. More fire. This relationship is going to be changing. The dynamics of it is going to change for the better. Because that tower is coming with the Ace of Wands, and you're being told and invoked and required by the universe to stand up, okay, and be counted. Like, stand up for what you believe in. If someone's like micromanaging, if someone's like stepping way over the line and hurting you, then you scream, ow, what are you doing? You know, like, react in the appropriate way. Page of Swords, a lot of observation. This person going to be so thrown off by the tower that they're going to be like, what is going on? I need to assess this situation really closely, because I've never seen Gemini like this before, and it's throwing me off my game, like, completely. Like, I actually think I've screwed up, kind of. Like, it's going to make them gulp and go like, oops, like, perhaps I should change how I'm being, you know? If people feel so safe to, like, step on your toes, then you're clearly, like, looking like a doormat to them, and it might not be the reality. They might look up to you so much and, like, really appreciate you, but are they showing you by wiping their feet on you? No, it's bad behaviour, like, it's bad behaviour. I would say that to them. I would say, when you wipe your feet on me, are you showing me how much I mean to you? You know, and look at them, like, disgusted, like, what are you doing? Like, give your head a wobble. When's this person gonna apologise, if they're gonna apologise? When's this person gonna apologise to Gemini? Geminis, like, not a lot of people know this, but they're, like, a very emotional sign. In August. Oh my god. I think this is like this relationship is going to enter a new phase in August, okay, with that Ace of Wands. Can because you kind of need to be more assertive and they need to be less arrogant. And there's going to be a whole new phase in August where you guys, like each start doing what you need to be doing. I think you're married, and I think this is a long term, very, very ultra long term situation. Could be retired, you could be working. Yeah, this dynamic is going to change, it's going to flip. And I'm not saying you should be like nasty to them, because that's just not right, that behaviour, but this person this person has got too big for their boots, and if they've got a tendency to do that, it's like dealing with a Leo, to be honest. Like, Leos can get way too big for their boots, and it just, sometimes you've got to remember that it's not healthy. How someone talks to you isn't healthy, and they need to be told that, and they need a wake up call. What's the nature of this connection, please? It's your soulmate. You love each other either way. But you do need to protect your heart and your feelings and your emotions, Gemini. Why is this person not apologising with this Page of Cups? Page of Cups reversed. Caution, find out more information, don't overwork yourself. It's easier. If they find it really uncomfortable to apologise, it's easier for them when they don't. It's less work, goes away. They feel forgiven, they've not done the homework. Do you know what I mean? It's like a kid not doing the homework and a teacher not pulling them up on it. Well, the problem sorted itself, so why do I need to like change what I'm doing? Yeah, let's get this one. What's your advice for Gemini, please? I'm not saying this person is like always bad to you. They probably do really lovely stuff, but this, whatever it is they're saying or doing, is really hurtful, and it's happening a lot for you to be this called to act, Optimism, reflection, and movement. That goes very well. Optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. Okay, so you might get clarity on, what you kind of like thought maybe you're being oversensitive. You might get clear on it and think, no, I've actually let this person get away with like really bad behaviour. Like, would I feel okay saying these things to them? No, that's why I don't do it. So it's hurtful, and whether they think it's okay or not, or if they appear to feel guilty afterwards or not, they're not stopping it, and they need to stop it. They need to consciously make an effort to stop it. So be optimistic, because although it's like difficult, it's going to get better. Reflect, peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. I mean, I don't really need to elaborate on that one. That's just like, to be honest, that could have a double meaning as well, because there's a mirror there. And it's like, what am I doing to pacify this behaviour? Like, Am I addressing it or am I avoiding addressing it? And that's why it's continuing. So reflect on your own actions, because inaction is an action. Okay. Move. Barnacles only grow on a docked ship. Okay, so yeah, that's like the judgment to me. That's like, come on, let's get it moving. Let's start being different. You can bring this change in before August. Doesn't got to wait until then, does it? You know what I mean? The only reason I'd wait is like if I thought someone was grieving, or I thought someone was dealing with a difficult time of year, for, you know, anniversaries of certain deaths or stuff like this. Like that would be very insensitive, wouldn't it? But there's no really good time to kind of, you know, while we wait until August to like change something that is happening on the daily. There's no real time to wait. I just think by August, you're not going to be living this like, you know, like really difficult behavior anymore. I don't think it's going to be like a problem from that. You know what, it takes a few months to get rid of those bad habits, because if these are habits, then it takes a reflection of the other person as well. To just check yourself and make sure you're not starting to allow them to do it and letting them get away with it. Because you obviously love them, do you know what I mean? Like, you love them warts and all, you love them despite them giving you a hard time, but you don't want to just allow bad behaviour off anyone. Bad behaviour is bad behaviour. Get focused. To attract what I want, first I get clear on what it is that I desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day, feeling how it would feel to have this in my life, what would I do, how I'd react, and who I'd tell. I picture it all. Through my continual alignment with my desires, they begin to flow into my physical reality in divine timing. There might be things that you still want for yourself, or it could just be working on this relationship, you know, like if you want to be able to change things with your, you know, relationship. Often people don't want a relationship to end, they just want the person to stop doing, you know, whatever it is that's a bit mean, or, you know, if the libido's gone and they've stopped sleeping with you, if they started sleeping with you again, you'd be like, oh brilliant, now the relationship's perfect. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't mean that you sort of like want it all gone. Playful and release. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? Release. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I'm ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I'm creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Like, this is like a pivotal moment. It's something very defining, that you're going to stand up for yourself and be more assertive and correct bad behaviour in others, you know, when it really is over the line. I'm not saying like don't allow anyone to say anything to you ever, or don't be, you know, able to laugh at yourself, but when someone's way out of line and you're like, what the hell, that actually like really hurt my feelings, and they don't even seem to like ever apologise when they do it, that is stuff that needs to be addressed, and that is like an issue with being too passive, being a people pleaser, letting people get away with stuff that's hurting your feelings, you know, and it's happening on the regular isn't okay. So that's something you're going to learn, you know, and move on from this year. I think it's really difficult, isn't it, when you love someone loads, you don't want to criticise them because you know it's going to cause problems. But I don't think it's as big as what you're making it. I think it's just a case of saying, like, is wiping your feet on me showing me that you love me? You know, like, it only needs to be said one day and then they'll be so mortified because they won't be used to you, like, addressing it and making them confront what they do. They'll be like, oh my God, I've, like, really got to change. Shadow work. Ooh, that's what shadow work is. That's working on yourself. Explore your subconscious to reveal hidden aspects and heal from within. You're allowed to stand up for yourself, Gemini, even with the people that you love. You're allowed to do that. That's just having a bubble and a safe space. Like, it's protecting your own peace, not allowing people to, like, cross certain lines with you. It's protecting your peace. And you might find it difficult to do that with the person that you adore because you're scared of losing them, because maybe you're a little bit actually, like, codependent. Do you know what I mean? If it's gone so far that you allow them to hurt you on a regular basis, not talking about physically, I'm talking about what people think is banter, and it's, like, actually really bothering you, and then you're not saying anything. It's like, why are you, like, putting them up on a pedestal? I'm not saying they're not worth what you feel they are, but when they're behaving badly, they need to be told that, okay? Right, I think that's, I think I've picked, yeah, I did this for Taurus and it was nice, so I'll do one for you. An angel number, please, for Gemini. What message have you got for Gemini, please? 555, change. Encouragement, support, obstacles, battles, calling, restructuring, creative work. You are going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's rewards waiting at the finish line. So you'll notice that something really good happens. You'll get some good karma when you address this issue, okay, within your relationship. All right, take care, Gemini, and I'll move on to Cancer.